And like that, we are finally live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It is good to have you with us on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. It has been too long, friends. I hope you are doing well and all of that good stuff. Today, we're just chatting. We're just going to hang out because it has been, yes, far too long since we last hung out. The laptop has finally returned after 2 months of repair. We are finally back to streaming. I was having issues with my stream health. Apparently it is fine now, but let me know if there are any issues. We are so back. How are you guys? How have you been? It's been a while. I'm gonna move some stuff around. No, not what I wanted. I said I wanted to move some stuff around, and then it's like, I will move this stuff here. And I'm like, no, that is the opposite of what I asked for. Let me know if the music or anything like that's too loud. Again, I'm having to like redo a lot of my settings since the laptop has been returned. So I apologize if there's any issues with stuff. We've unlocked a new angle of Tom. Yeah, this was, I had to move it for something. Oh, that was it. I moved it for the, there was a couple of shoots. I think it was, there was might have been a social, but it was also for the shoot we did for the FNAF merch launch. I wanted to move my computers around. Visually, it looked nicer being this way around. And because I'm now getting so close to moving, I just never bothered moving it back. So yes, you are now reversed. You are now looking at the door rather than looking at the wall. That's how small this room is. It's not that big. Howdy. Who's with us today? I see it's been so long, I've forgotten how long, what I'm even supposed to be saying to people. I forgot my whole routine. So Zekron, Lila Playa, Terry, Ollie, Starry, Joseph. Great to have you guys. Friday, Isaac. Hello. Akira, Heather, Ra, I'm scary. Hello. Great to have you, friend. Doodles Jump, hi. Cool Cat, hi. Stardusted Moth, hello. Potato, left. Great to have you guys. Rain Monster. Anyone else I'm missing? Probably, because I've missed a lot of chat. Honeybee, hello. Zuzu, hi. Isabella, hello. Richard, hi. Love MCR, hello. I'm sure you will get on with Lee and Amy loving My Chemical Romance. But it is so good to see you all. Thank you so much. Continue. Hi. Oh, we're going to start getting a lot of membership buzzes. 11 months membership for Honeybee. Congratulations. And I did see that Steffi got 13 months of membership. Congratulations. The purple hats are out. Looks brighter this angle. Oh, no, that's also just because I got a light. So I've got one light up here, but I didn't really have a very good second light here. I found this. This is one of those SAD lights, I think they're called. SAD lights. And I can make it go real bright as well. But it's those SAD lights are designed if you suffer from things like depression. They are to help boost your mood. Oh, Zekrom. Congratulations on the 13 months, friend. I need to change some of this. This is bugging me. Again, this is the joy of what happens when you lose everything for a little while. There we go. That's better. Not quite. Almost there. A bit more. Yeah, that's better. Great. But yeah, so it just means that you end up with and why is that doing that? Again, I'm just like checking all of this. It says that I can't chat for some reason, which is really annoying. Don't know why I can't chat. I should be able to chat. But it's not the end of the world if I can't chat, to be fair. Ollie C, congratulations on 9 months of membership, friend. There we go. That's better. There we are. Tom banned from his own stream. Apparently. Kira, 13 months, congratulations. Yeah, I think it's just YouTube being funny. I can't quite figure it out, but it's fine. We'll figure it. It will sort itself out. Have I been trying to sell Duolingo alongside Ash and Sam? No. Duolingo is not a game, my friends. Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could call it a game. It's not really a game, though. No, I think Lee's been looking at it, possibly. Because I know there's a, obviously there's a lot of video elements to it that people have been very interested in. Oh, gosh. My camera decided to do an auto brightness. There we go. Back down to normal. Okay, thanks. It cannot make up its mind, this camera. Cannot figure out what lighting is going on at all. Yeah, it's really struggling. Let me lower this, because maybe it's because I brightened that too much. Maybe? Hard to say. It'll be fine. No one has been looking at Duolingo. That's the plot twist. The camera's as indecisive as me. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, it's really having a hard time with it being that bright. So let's just darken it, and hopefully because that should now match this light up here. So hopefully the camera's a little less indecisive. Maybe, hopefully. I need to change this a little bit width. Let's make you 620. No. 610. Yeah, that'll do. Just need to be a little bit bigger. That was all. Inga, hello. Mystic, hi. Oh, goodness. Right, well, howdy, everyone. How have you all been? Seth, hello. Squeaks. My room is very dark. Yeah, this is the thing. Squeaks, honestly, highly recommend. Because, this is the window. This is a bunk bed. And so during the day, it can be okay, but you end up with a lot of light reflecting on your screen. Oh, that is over there. That is a problem. That needs to be swapped around. But thank you for the $5 super chat, Ace Adventure. It's so good to have you, friend.
Now that mail is running in Canada again, I received my signed shoes from Amy and Santi. Now I need Tom and Lee's autographs.
Oh, you got the signed shoes. That's so cool. You are the one. Congratulations. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat, friend. Appreciate it. That's incredible. Just having a look back at stuff, checking I've not missed anything. Yes, I was talking about the sad lights. Yes, sad lights, highly, highly recommend. Highly recommend a sad light. It just, like... So yeah, I get a lot of reflections from that light here, which then means the screen is unusable. But under the desk, you've got like an overhead light, but the bed is covering it. So having like some lights around here just really make the place feel brighter and really make it feel nice. It's good. It does help a lot. May well, with the fact I live in a college dorm with only a desk lamp and no overhead light. Oh gosh, work I do is already depressing and the dark does help. Yeah, feel you on that. Yeah, when I'm writing about various indie horrors, it's never fun to be in the dark. But yeah, no, this works. This has got some really good settings. Let me turn the light off a minute where I can show you some of the settings on this one. So you've got color temperatures. You can set it for certain times or for specific lengths of time. You've also got what kind of white. Like, do you want it to be orange? Do you want it to be white? Do you want it to be daylight? So that's quite nice. It just gives you some choice as to what you use it for. It's great. I was your cause of suffering for an episode. Actually, you were. It was good suffering. I enjoyed Shipwrecked 64. It was good fun. Did you de-age during hiatus? No, not intentionally. If I have de-aged, it was definitely not intentional. But how was everyone's Christmases and New Year's and Hanukkahs and Kwanzas and various holidays? How was the holiday season for all? Everything go okay? Good gifts, I hope? Layla! Scarlet Day, it's been a while. I missed stream so much. Glad to hear you're back. Thanks so much, Scarlet Day. It is good to be back. He does look oddly young. Yeah, I know. Who would believe I'm 30, right? It's the millennial aging. Clearly, us millennials, we just age different. Is the slight acne? Yeah. I've been having some slight acne issues at the minute. That hasn't helped. I think it's probably all the food over Christmas probably hasn't helped. But alas, here we are. Pretty good. Still sick though. I'm sorry to hear that continue. That's rough. We've had bouts of sickness over the holidays. It's not been fun. It's a very busy Christmas for my family, but good Christmas. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Ours was very busy. But busy isn't always bad, and at Christmas time you kind of expect it to some degree. So it's good. It can be good. Didn't celebrate Christmas, but I did celebrate Sinterklaas. And it was very fun. Inka. Or Inky? Hello, it's great to have you, friend. That sounds fascinating. I have no idea really what that is, but I'm fascinated. I went to see Frozen the Musical as my Christmas present. That was a fun day. Not party compatible. Glad 2024 is over. I have my birthday in 10 days. Well, congratulations and happy early birthday. Not party compatible. I got big shoes and made bread. That sounds delightful. Steffi and I just before Christmas went and saw Wicked, the musical, because Steffi couldn't wait a whole year to figure out. Oh, it's Inga. You're Inga. Hello. Great to have you. I didn't recognize the name, but there we go. Yeah, Steffi couldn't wait to wait a whole year for part 2 of Wicked. So we went and saw Wicked the musical on stage. So she could find out how it ends. I just found I got the illustrated Hunger Games book. Ooh, Doodles Jump. That sounds amazing. Love MCR. Yes, I am 30. I am indeed 30. 1994, baby. Turning 31 in a few months. My family made a roast on Christmas. I didn't eat that day, but everyone got sick. Oh no, I'm so sorry for your family. That's so rough. I'm so sorry, Isaac. Really sorry to hear that. That's rough. I won't be cheesy and say there's other fish in the sea or anything like that, because I know it's rough. But things do get better. I hope you'll be okay. Thoughts and prayers, all that jazz. But I'm really sorry that kind of messed up your holiday season. Haven't seen the Wicked movie yet. Terry, gotta see that Wicked movie. It's honestly great. Loved the Wicked movie so much. If Ariana Grande does not win Best Supporting Actress, I will riot. I got a FNAF book for Sinterklaas. That's awesome. I also got one just before. It's not in this room. I got the new one. Return to the Pit. That's the one. Freddy Beanie, fun. No party compatible. It's Fable Rain. Can't have my main account for some reason. Oh, well, you're most welcome. Fable Rain. I've now got to remember who is who and translate in my head. Hopefully I'll be okay. Have I seen Mufasa? No. Sadly, I haven't got round to it. It was very much Wicked and Sonic were the high priorities. So saw Sonic 3, peak Sonic movie. Is one person a whole riot? If you try hard enough, Ace. If you try hard enough. Oh, one of your teachers, isn't it? I was like, what, an extra? Or I was like, whoa, that's fascinating. I want to see it, but don't want to go to movie theaters. Totally fair. I got Pokemon Soul Silver for Christmas. Wow. Old game. Good game, though. Chaotic Fiction. My little brother got a FNAF book, but I've read it far more than him. Yeah, that happens. Got an iPad so I can start practicing digital. Oh, that's awesome, Honeybee. I want to watch Sonic 3. Oh, Sonic 3. Very nice. Very nice. I won't fight Lee to cover the Sonic movie. There's plenty of Sonic game stuff that I can cover. I don't even know if he's covering the Sonic movie. I don't know if that's in the plans or not. But there's plenty for us both to cover, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried about him covering the movie because there's so many games still. I think that's the difference, is when you've either got a high performer that Lee comes and steals, or you've got something where there's not been a lot to talk about for a long time, and then suddenly they're like, doing a movie of it, and so he'll come and it'd be like them releasing the Bendy movie without all these Bendy sequels we're getting. That would be when it would be annoying, because I'm like, dude, like, this was my thing. Amy watches with popcorn. Amy and Ash watch with popcorn as Tom, Lee, and Santi fight. That's proper sibling. It's like the girls being sensible. I say girls, obviously. Ash is non-binary, but you know what I mean. Femme presenting hosts that we have sitting out at the side watching the boys muck about. I think side character, I've got the name of his character. That's so fun, Terry. Are all the Sonic movies on streaming? No, not the third one. The first two, they'll be on Paramount Plus, I'd assume. The first two. And then, yeah, the third one will be out at some point. Got 3DS for Christmas. Got Mario Kart. Wow. Old school tech coming out for Christmas. That's fun. How has the few 2025 days been for you so far? I've only had 2, obviously, as most, I'm sure most of you have. It's been good. Yesterday was very chill. As you might imagine, we're packing a lot. So for those of you who don't know, who either don't follow me on Instagram, just at Dapper Mr. Tom, to be clear. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, or you weren't on the Discord stream that I did because my laptop was busted, Steffi and I are moving to the United States this month. So there's been a lot of packing involved in my holiday season, packing up everything. And so slowly getting by piece. Lily, hello. It's great to have you. And so North Carolina, indeed, Isaac, indeed. And so, yeah, we are moving. So I've been packing. So actually the 1st of January was actually just a chill day where we didn't pack a bunch because we were so exhausted from all the holidays and all the packing. We just rested. I read the FNAF book. That was my day. And then today, been working. Back to work, writing theories. I've got some various bits here that I'm working on to get stuff sorted. So yeah, it's all kind of happening. It's all very busy and crazy, but it's been good so far. I'm already tired, but that's fine. Pandorica, hello. Great. I'm so glad that you're glad I'm back. It's nice to feel wanted. It's so nice that you guys show up and are like, oh, this is so exciting that you're back. That actually, like, we're joking about it, but it actually means a lot that you guys have missed this stream so much and have shown up after 2 months of no stream. It means a lot. MCR tickets, nice. Good job. The Good Cats Rescue Shelter. Hello. The Goo. I don't know why I thought it was Goo, but hello. Great to have you, and thanks so much for the congratulations on the move. It is going to be an awesome time. So naturally, there's going to be a few streams. Naturally, so everyone's clear, there will not be some Saturday streams for the next little while, because Saturdays are when all the parties are happening with various family members and friends to say goodbye. You know, the classic stuff. So won't be any Saturday streams, but there will be weekday streams, at least until the move. And then once the move happens, again, the plan will probably be to stream. We're not sure entirely on days yet, just because we'll have to see how things pan out. The plan will be to stream weekdays, like we kind of do right now, but they'll be at 7 p.m. EST rather than GMT. And then there'll be a Saturday or a Sunday stream that will be at the current time. So I think that is 2 p.m. ET. So it'll be in like the middle of the day, because then it means that all of our Europeans can still join in at least one stream live, unless they want to stay up super late on a weekday. But it gives people the option. So that's the plan. Good luck on getting used to time zone change. Honestly, well, early welcome to the best time zone ever, EST best ST. All right, hello, and it's great to have you, and thank you. I appreciate it. It'll be nice. It'll be good to be on the same time zone as people, like, and be able to collaborate with some more people for streams and stuff. Like, Rye, I know you've done a bunch of stuff with some FNAF tubers playing like various kart races and all sorts of stuff like that. And I've seen you going, hey, who wants to do this? And I've always wanted to say yeah, but it would mean being up at like 2 a.m, which is just too much for me. So I'm excited for things like that. I'm excited to be on time zone with a lot of people that I talk to and work with. Yeah, Heather, I mean, part of the benefit was because we sold our place, which is why I'm here under the bunk bed in my parents' place. We sold a bunch of our stuff, so there was a lot of stuff not needed that we sold. So we're moving actually with quite a lot of minimal things. But there's still a lot, right? It's still like 9 suitcases so far. And then you and Steffi have to come to LA. Of course, Jerica. Of course we'll be coming to LA. Always, because there's plenty of you there. So we'll definitely be heading out there at some point. Where are you moving? We're moving to the United States, moving to North Carolina. Yeah, time zones are rough. I remember I messaged Dorco immediately back to back. Once got, hey, do you want to collab on XYZ? And 2 minutes later, wait. She was at 4 a.m. Yeah, that was exactly it. Like, yeah. That's the one thing, like, I've wanted to, like, work with Dorco on some stuff, but it's just because of my move, it's just not been possible yet. But hopefully I'll get to organize some stuff with him for not too early or too late in his night, early in his morning. But he's a good dude. North Carolina is the best state, find me. I still need to... There are so many things I have to try. Basically, if you follow my TikTok or you look at my Instagram reels, I foresee a lot of that becoming... British person tries X for the first time. Because it's like, you know, Raising Cane's is still on the to-do list of things that have been asked but never... I've never had a chance to do it yet. So that's definitely going to be on the list. Zanti's in Florida now. He is... So I can't remember around the fact that you and Steffi, yeah, will be joining us on the East Coast. Finally get rid of Tom's bed stuck on the GT Lives. She finally get rid of Tom's bed stuck on the GT Lives. She can, hopefully. I mean, the bed's not ready because I'm staying in an Airbnb that has a bed for a bit. But once I get my own place, then they can remove it. Definitely go to Busch Gardens. It'd only be a state away, and it's a wonderful theme park. That sounds great. Thank you, Rai. That is a great recommendation. Steffi, I hope you're taking notes. She's in the other room. I don't know why I'm like looking over there. It's because she's in the room next door through this wall, so I'm kind of looking at the wall. Must try Raising Cane's, but yeah, I can foresee a lot of it being, this is Tom now trying this American thing. I've got to try biscuits from everywhere because I have not yet had a good biscuit. And I keep getting, I remember having an argument with Matt and Jason about how they're just very dry bread. And people were very not happy with that. And so, I need to try some actually good. That would be great shorts content. Exactly. So it's like me, like British person, trying biscuits and various things from various places. Just gives me an excuse to go to all the fast food places I've never got to go to. Wait, you're on the East Coast? I will be, Drex. I am in the process of moving to the East Coast. No, I've done Akira. I've done microwave tea once, and it's been recorded. It's on camera. You can all go watch it. You can all go watch the food theory episode on how to make the perfect cup of tea. And no, never again. Try out Carolina sweet tea. I probably should. Like proper Carolina sweet tea. Because Steph likes unsweetened tea. And I've had that, and that feels wrong. Summon tea episode. Ghostly would start a fight. Yeah, Ghostly would come and haunt me if I was drinking microwave tea. That's like the first thing I need to buy is a kettle. Like trauma. Absolutely right. It's here in Michigan. HE double hockey sticks is in Michigan. That's incredible. Green tea with milk? Hold up. Left. What are you talking about, mate? What? Microwave tea, not tea-rific, exactly. If you want an easy way to try very American food, Cracker Barrel is the perfect stop. Oh, I've heard stories of Cracker Barrel. It scares me. It intrigues me, but scares me. Oh, gosh. Yes, I have seen Has Been Hotel. I just saw someone else. It's just flown by, so I don't know who. But yes, Has Been Hotel is I'm a big fan of Has Been. I felt like Vox over the last 2 months. I'm afraid you've lost your signal. Food theory. Tom tries all American food and throws up. Probably. Accurate. Doodle jumps, that's accurate. That is how I would treat it. If someone mentioned microwave tea to any me or my friends, yes, it would feel like you insulted our mother. Womp! What? It's great to have you, friend. Never once had tea. Oh, Squeaks. Ah, we gotta get you. We gotta get you some tea at some point. You need to try some. Also, I have to ask this because I keep seeing it, obviously, on your usernames and stuff. How do you pronounce that last name? I see Squeaks. I do not know how that last bit is pronounced, and I've never seen anyone try to pronounce it, so I've struggled. Someday you have to check out Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Canada is on the list of places I want to visit. There's a bunch of places I want to see, and people I want to visit, to be fair. I like to go and maybe I'll stop by. Maybe if Linus will let me in, I'll go and stop by the Linus Tech Tips. Did you like those last 2 of Hell of a Boss episodes? Yes, very much so. There's a couple of bits I didn't like from a storytelling perspective. I was a bit like, this feels forced to create the drama for the 3rd and final season. It just felt a little bit like I think it was, what's her name, the daughter? I forget the daughter, the bird daughter. Her reaction to be like her dad, like going like, you lied to me, you don't care about me. I was like, we've had a whole episode arc where he proved he did care about you. We've had a whole episode where he showed how much he cared and that you were the most important thing to him. Why does it feel like we're doing this again? And it's like, and I've seen some arguments about the fact that like she doesn't realize her mum's evil because it's all she's ever known, which I think is fair and that's justified. But it's just a bit like, it just, that was the one bit that didn't sit right with me. The rest of it I loved, but the rest of it was really good. Decorge. Oh, Decorge. 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 Funny. Okay, I understand. Thank you. That's great. I heard Dan Seibert pronounce it the Corgi. Yeah, well, there you go. Decorge. Hello, Atarid. It's great to have you, friend. Oh, yeah, no, we've got to get you some tea, Squeaks. Absolutely, we've got to get you some tea. It's Angsty Teen being Angsty Teen, which is fair. It was very Angsty Teen Girl, which is totally fair. It was the Angsty Teen to a point where I was just like, this feels a little, particularly for the big climax of like, that season, just felt a little bit off to me, but not so much that I'm like, oh, it's awful and I'm not going to watch it. Like, it's still very, very good. Just wasn't, it just felt a little forced, I think. That is it. And honestly, that's pretty much my only real criticism. For all you know, they'll reveal more in season 3. I mean, they very, very well could. And season 3 is not coming out for like a long time. They've said that, so they could very well suddenly turn around and be like, we'll make it all make sense, which is completely fair. But it's just that thing when it's like the last thing you're basically left off on. It's just a bit like, it wasn't working for me. But again, I love the rest of it. I'm very excited to see where it goes. It's been great chatting, Tom. Got around. No worries. Absolutely. Thanks so much, Ace. I haven't watched like any of Helliver, even though I love Has Been. My feed was obsessed with the clownfish people. Yeah, that makes sense. It's different. It's a very different vibe from Has Been, I find. Has Been is a lot more, feels a lot more for general audiences, has a much more musical feel, and is a bit less, is actually less raunchy and less like overt. Hell of a Boss is much more in your face, like we're trying to be outrageous, but both are very good. Have you been to a Chili's? I have been. I have been to a Chili's with Lee. It was fine. What about Chipotle? I have done Chipotle. Chipotle I have done. I just like musicals. Right, you and me both, buddy. They have songs in Hell of a Boss. But Has Been is more of the musical, I think. I think Has Been could be turned into a stage show. I'm not sure Hell of a Boss could be. But yes, I love a good musical. I assume, Rye, you've seen Wicked then. Have I seen the new season of Squid Game? No. Has your feed been obsessed with the new London Runner Starlight Express? I have seen that pop up. It's not been all over my feed, but I've seen it. I'm sad that I'm leaving. I don't really have time to go see it. But hey ho. Starlight Express is a bit of a strange... It's Andrew Lloyd Webber, isn't it? And it's a bit of an odd one. Andrew Lloyd Webber stuff can be quite dated. It's fun because everyone's on roller skates, but... Hello, AJ! How are you doing, bud? Great to have you. Tom, I'm making an animation about the Dapper Discord right now. What do you think? I think that's so great. I think that's awesome. Keep it up. Any opinions on K-pop? Indifferent. It's not the type of music I will actively listen to, but I'm not opposed to it. What is your two favorite colors? I mean, lime green is my favorite color, always has been, and I really like teal. Those are probably my two favorite colors. They don't work very well together, but they're good colors. Potato, I think it's a pun. It's a pun on if you're saying, oh, that's one hell of a guy. It's hell of a. Hella, using the U. Hell of a bus. Weber has a tendency to make some odd musicals, yeah. Even Joseph. Joseph is like one of his biggest musicals, and it still runs today, but it's got like Elvis references in it, which nobody gets anymore or cares about. I'm doing good, AJ, thank you. How are you? Oh, I mean, you've really answered, so apologies. Do I know when I want to do the Dapper quiz? I mean, probably soon. I mean, next week, one of the streams next week would probably be good. Before I move, it'd be good to do it. Because I think that's like a nice... Maybe I'll do it as my last stream before I move. Because then that'll be a nice bookend. So maybe not next week, maybe week after. I'm still finalizing details. But maybe that could be the final stream, is me doing the yearly quiz, so that we can go through and be like, right, this is like the roundup of the last year before everything changes. So you guys have got a couple of weeks to put that together. Allison, hi. Martin, hi. Raheem, hello as well. AJ, congratulations on 11 months of membership. Thank you, Fred. Thank you for all the members who have continued to support me despite the fact we haven't had streams for 2 months. It means a lot that you guys continue to support. Have I played Ace Attorney? I have not. I've watched the Game Grumps play Ace Attorney, but I have not played Ace Attorney. Tom and everyone, which is your favorite book? Who is your favorite author? Gosh, I don't read very often. As a kid, I used to read the Alex Rider series of books by, oh gosh, what was his name? Oh gosh, I've forgotten the name of the writer. But yeah, I don't tend to read a lot. That's the problem. I read FNAF books for a living, like, and I've read Bendy and I've read, Hello Neighbor. I should probably read flipping Minecraft's got novels, hasn't it? I should probably read those. So you staying in Great Britain or are you moving elsewhere in the UK? AJ, we are moving to the United States. We are moving to the East Coast. Moving to North Carolina. Need an Ace Attorney stream now. I was excited to get back to work when the trip was done. I'm excited to get back to work when the trip is done. One of the new character models we made for the game made artists feel sick to their stomach. Oh, wonderful, Squeaks. Oh, I'm so excited for that. That sounds great. Best of luck for the first day of externship Monday. I'm super excited, but also super nervous. I'll be a supervised speech therapist in a school. Heather, best of luck. That's amazing. Everyone, send some good vibes. I know we have an emote for it. Send some good vibes. I can't access them because my thing's being weird. But we definitely have some good vibes. God, that's relatable. My wife reads so much, but I think I've only read FNAF this year. Yep. That's pretty much the way of it. Always with the FNAF. Your wife will get on shit with needs a reading buddy. There you go. Steffi's making friends out in the US already. Look at that. Oh, Squeaks, that is... Man. You know how to do it, Squeaks. You certainly know how to do it. $11-hour train ride from Broadway or 1 hour plane. That's very good to know, because that's the thing, right? That's the thing I'm sad about. Is why we went and did Wicked, because it's an 1.5 hour train ride to London, where we get West End level theatre, and that is the one thing I am very sad about not getting to do more. I mean, I think there'll always be like local theatre stuff. Like I've seen some local theatre in Raleigh, and it's pretty good. Like not like local, but like touring companies and stuff. And so there is good stuff that comes to Raleigh, but yeah, being able to get to New York is nice. Did you think to update your end screen since it's been a while? I haven't. That is a good call out. I should check that. Let me check that right about now. Claudia, Stephanie, tomorrow. Stephanie, Dan's wife, going up. Just get all. I mean, you've also. I think we should do that, but then have Amy's boyfriend Casey be in that group. So it's all the other halves. I think that would be a crazy collab. Let's see who is on what levels. So I can see... I'm on the wrong page for it, that's why. Analytics, memberships. Or is it just on the memberships page? Is it on Earn? Memberships? Here we go. See more. Because, yeah, naturally we saw a number of people drop off, just as you'd expect, because, sadly, I wasn't streaming, so that happened. So let's open up Premiere and get that loading up. It's why I like living near Philadelphia, where like 2-hour train ride from MIC, Philly and DC. Very nice. Very nice. I need to come out to Philly. I need a proper Philly cheesesteak. Like, basically, a lot of my travel plans for the US are focused on me eating food, is what I'm realizing. Premiere Pro, you're going to go over here. Oh gosh, come on, load. Where is that? That might be in my other doc, my other thing, mightn't it? So the answer is no. The stream will be a different stream today, I believe. Just because I believe... Yeah, I don't have any access to the thing, so I'll have to change that. So no, that will be incorrect this time. But I do know who I need to shout out specifically. So that's good. Did we lose? When was this? Let me check something quickly, because I am confused by this. Yep, so we still have that. See my members. There we go. So if we click that one, it should still be the same. Yep, Queen of Obsession. All these people, great. Dapper advisors, because we've got an extra Dapper advisor, because Akira has been promoted to an advisor. So appreciate that. Kira, and I will shout you out as you deserve. I will change the end card for next time. You do legitimately just go to any hole-in-the-wall cheesesteak or pizza place and you'll get it. Don't bother with the recommended places, most notorious traps. Good to know, right? Often the way, right? That's the thing. When I was in Rome and in Naples, I did exactly that. It was hole-in-the-wall places for pizza and pasta, and it was just so much better. Did you used to be a bartender? I did. I used to work at several... I've still worked at several bars, and I also used to work at a boutique hotel, which served, like, cocktails and stuff like that. So, yeah, I have bartended in my time. Jade, great to have you. This is a pylon. Or is this a pylon? Hello. Sorry, apologies. My dyslexia got the better on me there. Right, my general clue is 123. It does not feel that way. Oh, so sorry. You must listen to my advice now. I'm worried. I'm not worried about the end screen. Just thought I'd ask. That's fair. I want to travel a bit more this year. Yeah, this is the thing. Being in the United States, I'm hoping to be able to do some traveling around the US and just experience a load of stuff. Honestly, I feel like with any food, the worse the state of the restaurant, the better the food is. It's probably true. Sadly, it's true. Chubbies for Philly. Cheesesteaks, good to know. Thought directly OG style boutique. Yeah, not quite. It was basically just a hotel which only had like 12 rooms. So they were small and meant to be kind of fancy and that sort of thing, right? It was awful to work there. Awful to work there because it was new as well. They just bought the place and turned it into this boutique hotel. But yeah, I did all the cocktails and like the cocktail shaking and stuff and did all of that. It was great. Come visit Texas sometime. I very much have plans to visit Texas. We have some family in Texas, and we have so we have some family down in Texas, and I've also got some creator friends down in Texas that I need to see who wanna meet up at some point. So yeah. Have you been to Olive Garden? No. I've heard bad things. I've heard get the breadsticks and like the salad bar, or the pasta bar, or whatever it is, the salad bar. Don't worry, don't get like the pasta or anything. That was basically my advice. Go hydrate. Oh, all right, I'll hydrate. Olive Garden is slot. It's American bastardization of Italian food, and that's the problem. I have grown up with one, Italian restaurants in the UK are a dime a dozen. There's so many of them. And then I've been to Italy, and I've got friends in Italy who I've stayed with and had proper Italian food, and it is incredible. So that is my concern, is going to an Olive Garden being like, what? MRAB, hi! Do it during the never-ending pasta bowl promotion. It's an American tradition. Oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Olive Garden fettuccine. Oh, I actually really like the Olive Garden fettuccine Alfredo. You mean the one thing that isn't Italian? Alfredo is not an Italian food. They don't make Alfredo sauce in Italy. Hello, Adrian. Great to have you, friend. My day is going well, thank you. I hope yours is too. Will you ever visit Greece again? Suggest Volos. Maybe one day. Who knows? Who knows? Options are plentiful. I'm excited to explore some places that are more that end. I really want to go back to Hawaii because I loved going to Hawaii for my honeymoon. Want to do like Mexico and Canada. I want to do something like the Bahamas and that sort of area. It's like expecting Tex-Mex food to taste like real Mexican food. They're kind of their own genre. That's fair. Have you ever had Wingstop? Once. I've had it once. With Matt and Steph, actually. It was lovely, but I do need to have it again. Oh no, I've had it twice, because I had it with Ryder one day. Come to Singapore, we get insane food. Yeah, Singapore is somewhere I'd be fascinated to visit. I'm also really keen to go to Japan at some point. Glitch! Hello! Glitch Dragon, hello. It's great to have you. Oh, gosh. Gosh, it's already been like almost an hour. Flip. Time certainly does fly. Oh, interesting. I've got to Google this about fettuccine Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo. Now popular in the United States outside of Italy. Oh, congratulations, Lilith, on your 9 months of membership. This dish was named after Alfredo Lelio, a Roman restaurateur who is credited with its invention and popularization. Di Lelio elaborate tableside service was an integral part of the recipe's success. Fettuccine Alfredo is a variant of a standard fettuccine al burro, which is fettuccine with butter, or pasta burro e parmigiano, pasta with butter and parmesan cheese. It's a kind of pasta. Italian recipes do not include cream and are not topped with other ingredients, nor is the dish generally called Alfredo in Italy. So, okay, so it is Italian, and it's actually an evolution of a different fettuccine dish. But then went to America and they started adding like cream and stuff like that, which then obviously changes it. Interesting. There we go. You learn something new every day. You should try Famous Dave's if you like ribs and stuff like that. I do like ribs and stuff like that. Famous Dave. Steffi, write that down. Important question. Are you going to play KH 358 over 2 days? Now the stream is back. At some point. We're so close to finishing... to completing Astrobot that I'll probably try and complete that before I leave. Again, I'm kind of going, there's only going to be a handful of streams before I move. So it's like, right, well, let's finish Astrobot. Let's get that done, because I think that would be good to do. Let's then also finish up... We probably won't finish up Dragon Ball. Honestly. We've only done 2 episodes. And... the vote wasn't super strong in that one. Might go back to Sonic Generations, maybe, but we've done the interesting bit, which was Shadow, to be fair. So we've done that part. So it may be that we just start afresh, like... Well, I mean, this thing, we've not got that many streams, so doing Astrobot once or twice, plus the quiz stream, that might be as many streams we got. But basically, once I've moved and I set up over there, I'm definitely interested in doing Kingdom Hearts. I definitely want to look at doing Uncharted 4 at some point. I'd really like to potentially do an old Sonic game. Oh yeah, Pokemon, exactly. We got to go back to doing the Nuzlocke at some point too. And yeah, I'd like to do an old Sonic game, like Sonic Adventure. Yes, Seth, I did watch the new movie. Loved it. But yeah, so I'd like to go back to doing like some old classics, or like returning to old classics once I do move. So that will be some of the plan, at least. Dapper Iceberg. At some point, the Dapper Iceberg will show up. I'm waiting on Zekrom for that one. But someday, I'm sure the Dapper Iceberg will appear. My brother's 20th are priorities, but I'm free now. Well, Ghostly, hello. It is so good to have you, friend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Go to New York in 2 weeks. How do you mean? That's so exciting. I'm working on it, everyone. No pressure, Zekrin. You're all good. Tom, do you prefer American or British English? British English, obviously. Like, I will use some Americanisms. I like the word garbage. The word garbage is really satisfying to say in my accent. So it's like, I was talking to someone on a call today. I was like, oh, it's absolute garbage. And it's so, like, trash is wrong in my voice. Saying trash doesn't have quite the, it's too soft on the end. And we call it rubbish, which it has a similar issue. So it's like, well, why would I say trash instead of rubbish? But like rubbish and garbage have like different connotations to me. Some things are, it's rubbish. It's a bit rubbish, right? It's kind of like, it's not great, but it's not like the worst thing. Whereas garbage is like total trash, I suppose. But total, like, it's just the worst. If it's garbage, it's like, like you can put some real emphasis on that word and it just makes it feel like, oh, this is super, super bad as a thing. Whereas it's like, oh, it's a bit rubbish. It's just not as hard. They have different purposes. Rubbish is a softer end, and so it doesn't feel like it can have as much weight as garbage can. I say couch, but I say couch occasionally instead of sofa, but I'd call it a couch. I remember back in the day, my parents, and when I was growing up, they call it a settee. Not a sofa, it was a settee. I remember that. I switch between sofa and when I'm talking about a sofa, but it's like, but then when I'm talking about like the GT Live couch, I don't call it the GT Live sofa. Yes, they are. You are correct, Akira. A settee and a sofa are technically different, but it's one of those like colloquialisms, right? Where everyone would call them the same thing, and just sofa has ended up winning the day, essentially, in terms of the general debate. They are technically different, but I think a lot of people would use them interchangeably. Beyblade, hey! You say British candy or do you prefer British candy or American candy? Well, I prefer British sweets, personally, to American candy. Again, candy's one of those ones I have used occasionally because it's fine. But we have sweets, and it's because I don't tend to eat sweets. I'm a chocolate guy, so I just call it chocolate rather than like, oh, I prefer sweets or candy. Mate's a good one. The Americans don't use mate enough. On the random question, but do British people add a yeah to the end of a sentence to ask a question? No. Like, yeah, question mark. No. No, we tend to just be sarcastic. Like, I've done that, but I do that with like, you know. But I don't know I don't think that's a Britishism. I think it's just a meism. Nar. Nar is also better. Joseph, hello. Mate confuses Americans because they tend to take as partner and not friend. That's fair. Yeah, no, I said, oh, mate, you gotta do this. You gotta try that. Yeah, no, our mate is a good one. Mate, no. I just go my dude. I use my dude as well. Ash uses my dude more than I do. I use buddy. I like buddy. Like, oh, buddy. Or, yeah, see you later, buddy. Buddy I use a lot. I've also used bro in the past. I used to have a guy, youth leader growing up, who was South African, and he'd use bro a lot. And so I'd be like, yeah, no worries, bro. So which was why I've then had Americans even ask me if I'm Australian, because I go, yeah, no worries, bro. Even just the fact I say no worries, people then get confused and think that I'm Australian just because I say no worries. Which might be the Tasmanian Tiger's influence on me. But hey ho. You say my guy, that's true. My guy, my good dude. isn't cleaning my glasses. They're just foggy. How have I already got a scratch on my glasses? How has that happened? This happened on my last pair as well. I ended up with like this hairline fracture on the glass. I'm just like, how? Like, I'm not dropping these all the time. Doesn't affect my vision, fortunately, I don't think. But it's just... Obviously, if I look directly at light, it can do. But that's so frustrating. Captain Psych, hello. Use y'all a ton, despite not being American. Y'all doesn't work in a British accent. I've done it once or twice. It doesn't really work. Y'all works. If you've got a southern accent, if you've got an American accent, y'all is great. I'm looking for a cloth. Sorry. See if I can find something else to wipe my glasses with. But yeah, y'all works, but y'all doesn't really. Are you going to join in D&D campaigns with the Theorist crew? If they do a D&D campaign, I'll join it. They haven't done one yet, as far as I'm aware. No, that's fine. I'll survive. Thank you, though, Steffi. I'll survive. It's not that bad. It's pretty bad, but it'll be fine. I'll get through it. What class do you play? I mean, I need to go. If I need to go back to my original class. I need to go back to my original character, my Lorxian the Bard, the half elf, half human bard. He's so bard coded. Do you prefer to use banter or joking? Depends on the situation. Like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But then I'd be like, oh, you know. Then there are times I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta join in on the banter. It really depends. It really varies. Huh, that's really interesting, Akira. That's good to know. Regal is like a better version of Mood. I do lean into that. He's just like me. It's me for real. He's just like me for real, for real. That's my day. My D&D campaign, I travelled in a bag of holding to get over a river quickly. That's incredible. Who mentioned Sanaloo? We gotta hear the American accent. You don't want to hear the American accent. The American accent is not good. The best way I described it recently was, having now gone and seen Wicked, I can say it with certainty. British Wicked on the West End, they over-Britishize the entire show. So the song that everyone likes is, they say dancing through life rather than dancing. So it's, you know, dancing through life. What is it? Life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. Those who don't try never look foolish. They over-Britishize it, right? Whereas in America, they're dancing through life. Dancing through life. Life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. Those who don't try never look foolish. It's all very in that kind of voice with much more open vowels. And so dancing feels much more natural singing than saying dancing. But it's just darker. If you go dancing through life, life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. It's like all very closed and very dark vowels, which are much harder to sing when you got to belt it. It's why, and because American voices tend to go to the A sound, so even life, through life, it's not really I, it's an ah sound. But it just, it has that open mouth, whereas if you go lie, because like life, if you go lie, it's that, whereas if you go life, you get a much more open mouth, which means you get bigger bell, better projection, stronger. Patriotic Tom can't hurt you, he isn't real. I saw those comments on the GT Live where I saluted. People were saying, oh, well, Drex, thank you. I appreciate that you like my accent. Oh, honeybee, the friend zone's rough. My personal recommendation is move on. If you're getting friend zoned, like, keep being a friend to the person. Maybe they'll change their mind at some point, but you can't hope for it. I was friend zoned throughout the entirety of secondary school, of high school, and it never changed. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the emotional distress it causes you. Depends where in British, because you can't tell. Because I can tell you a thick Yorkshire accent isn't posh. No, Yorkshire accents are not posh. Alright, going up pub. Going up pub, then going to the farm. Then you've got like West Country. Oh, I'm from the West Country, I love my tractor. So British people doing American accents is interesting because we tend to do a very generalized American accent. We're not always great at picking an area, like going, I'm going to go from New York or Texas. It just tends to be this very generic British accent. Or British accent, American accent, sorry. It just tends to be a very very, very generic sort of accent. I was told that I sound like I'm from Chicago, but high, because I'm speaking slower. That was the description, or very like Midwestern accent. Honeybee, gotta be allowed to college. Like, don't worry. Honestly, if that's the case, that's great. I didn't get into a relationship until college, and even then, that relationship was incredibly toxic, and didn't work out. My relationship with Steffi didn't happen until we were 23. So, like, it's not a bad thing. Focus on your studies. Focus on the things that matter right now, because relationships can happen later, and you'll both be more mature, and you'll both like it. It's a way better thing. Don't rush getting into a relationship. I know it's hard because you want one, and I know that feeling. I remember that feeling well, but it's in hindsight, I can sit here and go, it's not worth it. Can you do Irish accent? Which kind of Irish? Because there's Northern Irish and Republic. Because Republic of Ireland is all kind of up here, if you're doing your Irish accent. But then you've got the Northern Irish, which is, if you're Northern Irish, you're kind of down here. It's kind of like that. It's not great. It's not a great accent, I'll be honest. But it's all much more depressing and much sadder as an accent. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Scottish is one I struggle with. I'm good at impersonating, because there was a Scottish comedian I used to be like, oi, give me a quid or I'll stab you. which I thought was reasonable. But it's hard. I find Scottish really hard for some reason. What are some apologies? Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to scare you. Russian accent? No, probably not. Because Russians, like... Yeah, no, I can't do a Russian one. Tom's Jacksepticeye, can't I? How about that morning? Whack, hello, it's great to have you. Turtle the tap outcome vodka. Do a Greek? Oh gosh, I don't even know what a Greek accent would sound like. I don't even know what a Greek accent would be. Imagine you're joining a Tom stream and suddenly you just get top of the morning to your laddies, yeah. What's an accent you are good at that would surprise people? Problem is I'm not very good at accents. I can do like one or two lines, but I'm really bad at like maintaining an accent. And improving it and sticking to it with when it's like I'm not planning the words. Like if I'm learning a script, I can probably learn an accent because it's like, well, you just like learn the pattern of the line, but doing it on a like improvised line, just like ad hoc, is hard. You go try a Canadian act. Isn't that just saying like a boot? Ooh, what's all this about? But yeah, no, an accent that I don't know if there's an accent I'd be good at. There are voices I do, obviously. No, I'm not doing a Jamaican accent. American David Tennant is terrifying. I honestly just think doing my American accent is probably the thing that would surprise people, because it would throw Americans off because they don't know what it is. They can't really place it as an accent. I can do it like Australian. You're just going, oh, have another shrimp on the barbie. Right, let me tell you about this. It's all just very open mouth. Pretty good at a British accent that might just be me. I haven't seen the new Wallace and Gromit yet, Ghostly. I need to. Have you been to Turkey, and would you ever come to Turkey? My parents have been to Turkey. It's been on a list of like places I'm interested in going. I'd always be open to it, but I've never been. Not at this point. Left. It was Turkey, but it became Turkey, I think in 2022. They like renamed themselves as Turkey, I believe. Something like that. I've been to India. No, haven't been to India. I forget. The UK still doesn't have the AI summary feature yet. Been to the Netherlands? No, I have not. Oh, who's at Darth? Darth. What was your major back in the day? I did television production. That is what I did. Right, let's see how you're supposed to pronounce Turkey. Is it Turkey or Turkey? It's either Turkey or Turkey. Turkey is one. 1 minute. I need to see it. I need to listen to it because I'm struggling to. I always struggle with the reading ones where it's like, oh, it's spell it like this. I'm like. Turkey. It is pronounced Turkey. I was correct. Nice. Just listen to a Turkish guy pronounce it. At least that's what it said. This is what it seemed to say on my thing. I may be wrong. I assume Friday's from Turkey, so feel free to pronounce me, to correct me on my pronunciation. Don't skip hydration. All right, all right, all right. Oh, gosh. You guys are the worst. Oh, gosh. We mods need to look out for hydration. For 2 months you're out of practice. You look younger because your face is mirrored. Interesting. So because you're seeing my face from this angle. Because yeah, you're more seeing the other side of that side of my face, whereas before you were coming from this angle and seeing this side of my face. Interesting. So clearly my right side is my good side then. I feel very pronounced, Ollie. Thank you. Is the whole thing mirrored? But wasn't that the case before, though? If I go back to my streams before, wasn't it mirrored? I thought it was. Sorry, just checking things. Where was I? What was I looking for? You. Yeah, if I go back to the streams from before, when it was on the other side, was it mirrored then? Let's find out. I'm going to go to the live stream and find out. Try to find one where I've got something on my shirt to actually, like, use as an example. I wasn't wearing anything with writing on it. No! I think it was also flipped. I'm struggling to find like a good example of it, but I think it was also flipped. No. Oh no, it is flipped. You are correct. I think. No. 1 minute. No, it was flipped before as well. It was flipped before. So it was flipped while I've been under the bunk bed. It has always been flipped. But it was just that you were coming at it from this angle before. So since the bunk bed era, the camera has been flipped. So clearly this side of my face is just less old than this side of my face for some reason. So it was flipped. It wasn't flipped when we were at the apartment, at the flat, in the closet era. But bunk bed era has always been flipped. We've just changed the angle. Pre-bunk bed was not mirrored. I believe that is correct. Yes, a laptop has always been flipped. Correct. Because this is clearly flipped. And I believe it was flipped before as well. Why did the mirroring happen? So it's because now I'm doing it off a laptop where the webcam auto mirrors itself. Compared to... Because then when I'm like looking at the camera, I do that and that hand moves, right? So a webcam tends to auto flip, whereas the camera I was using doesn't auto flip because it's a proper camera. So that's the difference, is that I'm using a webcam for this. Yeah, exactly. So there's my wedding ring. See you later, Friday. Gosh, we're solving everything today, aren't we? How long have you been married? We've been married 6 years. 6 years and 3 months. Mira, Tom took over ages ago. We didn't even realize exactly, Akira. Yeah, married 6 years. Crazy to think about. Dating for 7. Just over 7. 7.5. Married for 6 and a bit. Now we're doing a massive move to the United States. It's all happening. Who'd have thought? It's been over 6 months of Mira, Tom, Akira. I know, right? How crazy, like that was longer than we anticipated. We did not expect to be under this bunk bed for 6 months, but it's okay. We got there in the end, and so we will be out and free from the bunk bed soon enough. Which version of Into the Pit do you think is canon to the games? Oh, that's a big question left. That's a big question. I need to finish reading the new one to have an opinion, and probably we'll probably talk about it on Game Theory at some point, I'm sure. Mirasanti is Santi but nice. What are your thoughts on NC weather? I mean, the weather I've experienced is nice. It's a bit humid, but you get seasons, which is nice. It's not rainy and grey all the time. Have you played mouthwashing? I've watched a lot about mouthwashing. I've not played it. What kind of mic setup do you have for voiceover? So I use a Audio Technica. What is it called? like an Audio Technica 80-2020 is what I use as a microphone. And I've shared the picture, I think, on Instagram. Me recording I record voiceover right now in my dad's old sauna, which is in the garage. I put up some acoustic paneling in the sauna because it's not in use right now. Because of his operation stuff like that, he can't use it. So I set up some acoustic panels in there. I have a microphone on a stand and an iPad that I read off of. And that is my setup currently. It is not my ideal setup. I used to have a setup in my office, which was much better. Recording felt much more free. So I'm hoping to get something like that so I can record back at home again for voiceover. Because this is not my voiceover setup at all. This is like cheap and cheery, doing a stream. How did you two meet? Is there like a romantic story, just meeting by a happy accident? Kind of happy accident. I moved back home to Horsham when I finished university. Her parents had moved to Horsham at that point. And so we met at church. Her parents were coming to the church. My dad was running the church. And we both came back around the same time from university. And my dad was like, oh, you should be this person. And I was dating someone else at the time. And that was a whole thing. But that's how we met. Tom's for Steffi during the Cooking Companions DLC. Yes, Steffi voiced the Baba Yaga during that because it felt weird for me to have any other to have an employee do voiceover for a character I was meant to be simping over. It felt weird, so I got Steffi to do it. Have you heard of Five Nights at Candy's VR fan game? So wait, it's a fan game of a fan game? Or is it the Five Nights at Candy's developers have made a VR version of their game? Because if it's a fan game of a fan game, this is just showing like the levels we're getting to in indie horror right now. Fan game of fan game, oh my gosh. Quiver, hello, also welcome. But gosh, fan game of a fan game, that is a crazy, crazy thing. Please remind me to draw Tom and the Baba Yaga. Oh, please do. That would be hilarious. That would make my day, and it would probably make the creators' day. Dear Dream is wonderful. Love Dear Dream. It's called Fnac VR Assumed Liability. Going to be Help Wanted style game in the Fnac series. Interesting. What do you recommend? Also, is the bottle generally good? Blink twice if not, or something. I recommend the metal ones. This was the OG plastic one. I recommend the bigger metal ones. One, they're just bigger, but two, they keep your drink cool. Flavors, I love the peach one. I love peach and peach iced tea. I should probably change this flavor, actually. I should probably get a new one on there. But peach and peach iced tea are my favorites. Lime one's also pretty good, like orange and tangerine and that. Cherry cola's quite good. Is it a must for the game theory partner spouses to be a good voice actor? Steph had a nugget voice. No, well, this is the thing. Steph's not like a performer, really. But like Steffi is, but Steph Patrick isn't really. She just kind of did it because it was just the thing you did. You just had to kind of get comfortable doing it. But she ended up being fantastic. Steffi has just done bits of acting in the past. The thing we have to, Steffi and I have to work at is she goes into high school theatre mode, and I used to do the same thing in high school theatre. You get very posh because you start over pronunciating every word, and even though I kind of sound like me, it ends up being a slightly posher version of me. Because I used to do it when, you know, it was, like, oh, my dear Ernest, what brings you into town? I used to just go into that voice. Claudia has been on Food Theory. If you look at the episode about coffee, the sponsored Air Up Air episode, Claudia was on it on Food Theory, and she was fantastic and silly and wonderful and great. Love Claudia. Yeah, not that posh, please. And that's exactly it. And so, like, you can even hear it if you go back and listen to the voice lines for the iceberg from last year's iceberg, right? If you go back and look at the iceberg, listen to how Steffi speaks. She's so cute and adorable, but she's very posh. And so when I've been doing these lines with her, I'm trying to get her to get out of the theatre girl mindset and get out of the poshness and just speak like her. Like she's just having a conversation with me. Ugh. Ryder killed it with this song, especially on the lo-fi stuff. Absolutely killed it. Do I need to give better direction when she voice acts again? No, Zekro, you're good. She was the royal queen, so it was fitting. Hello, Kath. Great to have you. And the weird kid. The weird kid. That weird kid. Apologies. Let the kid out there, but not Theo out the kid. 100%. Screw Santi Claudia is the star of that episode, and Genji. Absolutely starry. 100%. Is swell a Britishism? It's pretty swell. I guess. I don't know if you'd hear Americans say swell a lot. I don't know. Maybe. Again, I know swell. I used swell a lot when I was growing up because of Ed's World. If any of you watched Ed's World, there was some behind-the-scenes stuff that Tom Scar and Ed Gould filmed when he was in hospital, and Ed just kept repeating the words, "It's pretty swell." And so that's where I used it. What kind of character do you prefer acting or voicing, hero or villain? Villains. Villains are way more fun. Partially because you get to do like Scar, right? You get to have the Scar mentality. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. Oh, I can't be dealing with this. You are all such idiots. It's like getting to the kind of posh, campy villain. They're really fun. But I also used to play like the cocky jocks, like the Gastons of the world, where you just go, "Oh, I'm the best. Like, come on, you can't touch this." And just like, they're always way more fun. The hero is kind of always like, you've got to have the hero's journey. The hero is really great and important, but villains are so much more fun to play. And with you get to go much more over the top in character. Like when you're doing stuff in the booth, like for voiceover, you get to do the like. So, you thought you could outrun me. It's that kind of like, it's just fun. I feel like a lot of Americanisms are just using more and more positive language as sarcasm. It's a better term the worst meant. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. That's the one I keep getting told about. So if someone says that to you, they're being scathing. Yolanda, see you later. Thanks so much, friend. Why did that give me a chance to do that? What the heck? It's because you get to do that the low growl, doing it's the very like getting close to the mic, getting into the low growly parts, and just playing with. It's that kind of evil villain. It's that evil villain where you're just kind of smiling because you are in control here. What do you think you're doing? It's that kind of. It's just fun. I love it so much. Yeah, the low psycho voice, that's the one. Stephanie is probably like, I'm so glad I married this handsome man. I'm probably simping right now. I love it. It's the raspy voice, it is. It helps. Someone knows about the proximity effect on mics, I see. Yes, right. I studied media. I learned about proximity with a nice diaphragm mic. It makes a big difference being this close. I love messing about with that. It's so fun. William Afton's. Oh, he only has a couple of like. What are William Afton's lines? William Afton lines. Sister location. Because what are his lines? It's like, she can dance, she can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream. It's very, like, it's actually a very plain British accent, right? You've obviously got, like, his I always come back lines and stuff like that, but that was from Sister Location, right? Where he has that kind of, like, opening bit where he's just very normal, actually. Kind of posh, but kind of normal. Yeah, thank God for headphones, because if my dad heard, he'd have questions. Explaining FNAF lore in ASMR. Imagine a whole GT episode of Tom in just doing the villain voice. Yeah, I just get a microphone, I just go, hello internet, welcome to Game Theory. Today, we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Are you ready? Can you handle it? Do you think you've got what it takes? Just do that for the entirety of the episode. Don't think I can handle it. Feels off. Five Nights at Freddy's. Reminds me of the Doctor. They call me. Yeah, he's got quite a bassy voice. They call me the Doctor. When I look at this company, I see nothing but disappointment, pathetic excuses. Put me in charge, and I will make this company profitable again. The Doctor's got a fantastic voice, where we will escape incineration. That's like the voice they do for sexy romances online. I need to see the retention graph on that. I'm too Genshin-brained. When you all said the Doctor, I was like, Il Doctor? No, Poppy Playtime's Doctor. That sounded like Scar if it was a human word for comedy. It basically is. Put me in charge, and I will bring this company back on top. Book talk girls are quacking. What? I hate to break to you, it's not a creepy voice. That's not creepy voice, that's seductive voice. There is a fine line. We had a woman who used to do, Jess Whittaker, I think her name was. Fantastic voice actress. But she, when I was at Fox, we used to get her in all the time because we had a lot of like true crime documentaries. And she was we said, we want sexy murderous. Like, sexy murderer. That was the voice she could do. She could just have that fine balance between sexy and slightly murdery. And she danced the line perfectly, but it is a thin line. And it's really hard to walk it. Make a theory that gives you an excuse to do it. Ruby, what's up? BookTok would love that voice. Oh, good. Glad I can make it onto BookTok. Maybe I should go to TikTok and just read FNAF books. So I'm on BookTok with that voice. Maybe that's what I should do. Just read FNAF books in for that voice specifically for TikTok. So I end up on BookTok. Can you say, I want to be the friend you hopelessly fall in love with? The one you open your eyes, a private world. I want to be your friend, your bestest friend. Probably not. That feels like a into the flesh ASMR. Oh my gosh, right. Oh, that would be awful. Oh no, Tom, no. I do think VO work is interesting and I wish I'd have an excuse to try it out. Just trying to grow BookTok FNAF in that voice. That is my new plan to growing the channel. Isn't it kind of late in the UK? It's like 9 PM. So we're getting close to wrapping up today. Can you do Alistair's Radio Demon voice? I've not got the effects on. Yes, I know it's been a while since someone with style treated hell to a broadcast. Sinners rejoice! Who's been there since day one? Who's been faithful as a nun? Makes you chuckle with an old-timey pun, your executive producer. I'm afraid you've lost your signal. Every singer, especially British, will have that kind of voice, the transatlantic voice in their repertoire, because there's so many like old posh RP voices. Like I had to do it for and RP is very close to transatlantic, because I had to do like, you know, we're doing everything we can to bring our boys home, and that is the very posh BBC accent from like World War II. It is all very much here, very posh, very clear. And then you kind of get to, when you get to transatlantic, it becomes that kind of like, it's been like, yeah, what is it? Like, I'm afraid you've lost your signal. Because you've got that slightly posh voice and like old timer, but then you're just adding a bit of twang. Adding a bit of twang to it. Sinead, hi! Alright, so when are we covering Stayed Gone together? Oh, right, you are on. I will happily do Stayed Gone. We should do it as just an American and a Brit. So the Brit's coming to the US and it's just like, I'm gonna make you wish that I'd stayed gone. Oh, right, no, right, if you're down, I'm down. Don't tempt me. Over the stream and Tom's doing voice acting, love it, thank you. Oh gosh, I'll DM you, let's go. Say, once I move, I'll have access to some VO booth again, so I can actually do some singing again. I've missed doing it. The British are coming. The British are coming. Matt and Tom singing Hell's Great as a Dad. The problem is with that song, I don't know who I'd prefer to be. Because I can do the Alistair voice. And the Alistair voice is fine. But his singing stuff isn't as interesting. Whereas I love Lucifer's singing parts that he gets. Although in that song it's less singy. I like Lucifer's singing song, obviously. More Than Anything is just... More than anything, I'll shelter and adore you more than anything. Pizza, hi. Yeah, no, right, you're totally right. There's no good like romance duets for male-female vocals. It's just not the same at all, sadly. And yeah, you're right about that song. Because yeah, Steffi and I have had the same thought. It was exactly that. And it's sad because it's like, oh, it's such a good song. But yeah, there's just nothing good for partners. But there's like 2 very good male-male duets with Stayed Gone and Hell's Greatest Dad. Which is great. And I love that. And there's a lot of good solos, obviously. Have you seen Wicked yet? Yes. Love the Wicked movie. Absolutely adore the Wicked movie. I think it's great. You should sing Hamilton, you and Matt. I don't know how into Hamilton Matt is. I think he is into Hamilton. I don't know how much. Because I did Dear Theodosia with Lee at a karaoke. Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? I think I did Lin-Manuel's part though. Ooh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone, my son. Look at my son, pride is not the word I'm looking for. You two could do Odie and Penelope duet. Now that Ithaca Saga's out. Oh, that's very good. I need to check that out. I haven't looked at that yet, but that's good to know. Poison. Poison, you're feeding poison. Addicted to your taste that I can't help but swallow up your poison. Oh, any way you want me, baby, that's the way you got me going, yes. Good song, but probably not something I do with full actions. It's a very weird song for me to do. It's slightly inappropriate. I think I broke Santi. Belle, hello. I'm not handling it. That wicked, hello. See you later, no worries. Did you hydrate? I did. I hydrated. Heard about Epic the Musical? I have. Sing Burn. I'm watching you burn. Burn. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead, with all of the memories of when you were mine. World Bird from Mean Girls is far more... Oh, absolutely right. 100%. So much more fun. Oh, gosh. All the singings come out. I don't know how Tea with Tom always ends up devolving into just me singing a bunch. Just always ends up just singing a bunch of musical theatre. I mean, makes sense. If you know me, it makes sense, but... Sweeney Todd. These are... That feels like a song you can do this. These are my friends. See how they glisten. See this one shine. How he smiles in the light. My friend. My faithful friend. That's always a good one. I think you should end up on Random Encounters. I'd love to be on Random Encounters. Maybe one day. Zenix, hello. Appreciate you, Zenix. Thanks so much. It's great to have you. It's clear from your vacant expressions the lights are not all on upstairs, but we are talking kings and succession. Even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared. It's a good one. Oh yes, you have said this right, where you spent some time together because you were both cast as Sweeney. Gotta love musical theatre. Ever seen Annie? I've never seen Annie. Do it, Starry. Animate me a scar, please. I love it. You can attempt Poseidon from Epic. I've never... Again, I've not seen it. I'll have to have a look. What's my go-to karaoke song? Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. I'm not surprised, not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times, I've stopped keeping track. Talk myself in, talk myself out. I get all worked up, then I let myself down. Tried so very hard not to lose it. Came up with a million excuses. And now I can see every possibility. Careless Whisper by Michael Bublé. I've never been a fan of Careless Whisper. It's not been my go-to for Bublé. There's a lot of Bublé songs I love, but that's not been one of them typically. Did this become the Tom Singing issue? Basically, Beezer. Basically. Do we have to keep a tracker in future how many different songs you sing at a stream? Probably. Probably. Everybody Talks has got to be my go-to. That's a good song. Yeah, I need to do proper karaoke again. I did some other ones, like we did a bit of, say we did Hamilton. I did a lot of Hamilton at karaoke last time I was there. Into the unknown. Into the unknown's hard. It's very hard. Yes, we have hit the 2-hour mark. So, my friends, that is going to do it for today. Thank you all so much. This has been a lot of fun, a lot of randomness, but it's been fun. It's so good to be back. Appreciate you all standing by and, you know, sticking around and waiting. It's been so good to see so many of you come back for this stream. We will be back to some kind of normal streams next weekend. No stream on Saturday because parties are various things for my leaving. But Tuesdays, Thursdays, we should be back to streams for the next couple of weeks. Then once I move, I'll let you all know, and we can figure out what we do from there. But that is the plan right now. So thank you for sticking with me. Looking forward to seeing you all at the next one. We'll pick up completing Astrobots some more probably. But thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and of course, thank you to, if you haven't already, please do like and of course subscribe. It really helps us out. But thank you to our members, especially our Dapper advisors, Zekron, and I believe Akira is now an Dapper advisor. And then also thank you to the Dapper royalty that is Queen of Obsession. Thank you guys so much for all your support, especially while there have been no videos. Really appreciate you guys still supporting the channel. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. So thank you everyone once again so much for watching. Catch you all in the next one. So ta-ta for now.